8:15 doubleheader with the Trojans and Trojanettes taking on the Patriots here in Scottsville. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer courtside from Allen County Scottsville Patriot Gym. Lady Patriots and Trojanettes in game one tonight as Allen County Scottsville comes in with a record of 2-4 while Barren County is 5-2 on the season. The Lady Patriots, it's their first district game of the year while it's Barren County's second district game of the year. Trojanettes winning over Monroe County earlier in the season 69-37 and coming off Allen County Scottsville's record of 2-4. They lost to South Warren 62-43. They lost to Greenwood twice, close games both times, 45-43 and 45-41. They beat Adair County 39-34, Cumberland County 45-27. They lost to Warren East. Their last game 58-31 was the final. Trojanettes coming off a win against Caverna at Park City Elementary Tuesday night. Trojanettes winning big 70-31 in that game. Elizabeth Bertram and Raven Ennis both scored 16 to lead the Trojanettes in scoring, and it was Eve Jackson and Macy Lockhart also got in double figures. They had 11 and 10 respectively, and tomorrow they'll play up at Breckenridge County against Meade County at 3 o'clock and before going to the Berea Holiday Classic next Thursday. So, Robert, big game here tonight involving two teams that go way back as far as battles over the years. Barren County and Allen County Scottsville not just battling for a district title, but also they had battled for region titles in the past.
Tonight is the 121st game between the two. So, I don't know if you'd said that. I didn't have my headphones on to start, but way back is for sure if you played 121 times. But Barron's got the best of Allen County in the last 6 meetings. We've won 5 of them, 5 out of the last 6, including, you remember, very likely remember the last time we played when we had to have a McKenzie England 3 to beat them in the first round of the district in overtime to make it to where the journey kind of began last year. So this is always a fun game. I love coming over here. Obviously, we get a really good meal. That's part of it. But it's a great atmosphere. This is one of the better gyms in the region. And no matter, I told you this on the way, no matter if one team is favored by 100 points, I swear that it would always be a very close game. And that's in the numbers, too. The last 5 matchups have been decided by 11 points or less. So it's always a tight game. Allen County and Barren County is one of the better rivalries in the 4th region, obviously, within our district. So it should be a fun game to play, even though Allen County's rated in this new RPI that everybody's still kind of getting used to. And I don't know how much stock to put into it. Bowling Green girls were number 1 in the state. In the whole state, they were number 1. So that kind of puts it in perspective. But Allen County's 14th in the region. We're 2nd. So that kind of gives you a little bit of idea that we're favored tonight. We should be able to take care of business, obviously, after they lost their 2 big guns from last year. They're still trying to figure out who to go to and their identity for sure after those 2 girls played for such a long time.
Yeah, Sarah Sutton, who averaged 21 points a game now at Murray State, and Mason Towery averaged 14.5 points a game for the Lady Patriots. Team that went 20-7 last year. And, Robert, as you mentioned, it was Mackenzie England hitting that 3-point shot at the buzzer to win the game to get to the regional tournament last year. It was in overtime, too, 52-51. Allen County Scottsville had beaten Barren County the second game of the regular season, 47-39. The Trojanettes won 47-38 in the first matchup between the two last season. But that's what got Barren County to the state tournament last year, was that Mackenzie England 3 at the buzzer to beat the Lady Patriots and knocking them out from tournament play. You look at the district standings right now. Glasgow and Barren County both 1-0 in district play. Allen County Scottsville's first district game of the season. Monroe County is 0-2 in district play. We'll come back with more of the Zaxby's pregame report in a moment. Zaxby's with 2 new adventures to taste, each meal only $6.99. The Smokehouse Cheddar Barbecue Filet Sandwich or the Southwest Chipotle Sandwich. Get either one of those at Zaxby's for $6.99. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is Trojanette Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. They both came on at the same time there. Back here in Scottsville, along with Robert Bauer, Jay Turner, Todd Belcher is in our studios at Nash Icon handling controls tonight. Trojanettes of the Lady Patriots in Game 1, and looking some numbers for you. Allen County Scottsville only shooting 29.4% from the field, 19.4% on three-pointers. This does not include the Warren East game Tuesday night. They were like 7 of 36 from behind the arc. 59.2% from the line. They averaged 32 rebounds and only scoring about 40 points a game. They give up 45 to their opponents. The Trojanettes are averaging 61 points a game, and their opponents 50.3. Barren County shooting 42.6% from the field on the season so far. They've hit 37 threes out of 118 attempts for 31.4%, and shooting at 64% from the foul line, averaging 26 rebounds a game. The Trojanettes, of course, 5-2 on the year. The wins over Greene County 57-48, South Warren 56-51, Monroe County 69-37, and then this is the third game of the week for Barren County. Beat Edmonson County in Brownsville on Monday night, 71-52. Then Tuesday night in the game at Park City Elementary, the Trojanettes winning 70-31. There are some other games on the schedule for tonight as we take a look at the area schedule, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, caring in a better way day by day. Clinton County girls taking on Garrett County at the McCreary Central Holiday Classic. Bowling Green girls against Louisville Butler at the Bullet East Invitational. Metcalfe County girls and boys taking on Thomas Nelson, while Greene County girls and boys taking on Edmonson County at the Rafferty's Double Dogs Caveland Classic. Also, Hart County girls taking on Butler County, and Logan County against Trigg County at the Russellville Classic. Russell County girls and boys competing in the Smoky Mountain Classic down in Gatlinburg. Cumberland County girls competing in the Whitesville Trinity Shootout. Warren Central girls are at Franklin Simpson. Caverna girls at LaRue County for a district game. And a district game doubleheader tonight, Greenwood at South Warren. Also in action tonight, it was, Monroe County boys is in the Berea All-A Holiday Classic. They lost to Cordia last night. Glasgow Scotty boys against Louisville Manual at the PRP Classic up in Louisville. That game started at 5:30. Todd County Central boys against Owensboro Catholic at the Butler County Christmas Classic. Logan County boys against Taylor County at the Clinton County Twin Lakes Classic. And Taylor County boys taking on Clinton County. And then Russellville boys are at Caldwell County. Central Hardin boys playing at Hart County tonight. Let's take a look at the schedule brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow. We'll come back, take a look at tonight's starting lineups when we come back after this break. Trojanettes and Lady Patriots here in Scottsville, and you're following the action here on 103.7 Nash Icon. I'm sorry? Welcome back to Allen County Scottsville High School. Take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. Allen County, Scottsville, under second-year head coach Greg Dunn, and his assistant coaches are Billy Joe Miller and former head Lady Patriot coach and also former Monroe County Falcon head coach Gary DeWitt has come back to Scottsville. Starting lineup for the Lady Patriots tonight, Jay McReynolds, a 5'4 junior, averages 4.5 points a game. Taylor Carter, 5'7 junior, averages 5.5 points a game. Allison Metter, a 5'9 junior, who's the leading scorer for the Lady Patriots, averaging 14 points and 5 rebounds a game. She missed the last 2 seasons with torn ACLs. Chloe Cook, a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 5.3 points and 8 rebounds a game. And Kaylee Bullington, a 5'5 senior, that averages 6.2 points and 5.5 rebounds a game. So they've got 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a senior in the starting lineup for Allen County, Scottsville. For the Barren County Trojanettes, under fourth-year head coach Piper Lindsay, assistant coaches Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, 5'5 eighth grader, averaging 3.7 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, a 5'7 senior, averaging 18.3 points a game. Raven Ennis, 5'9 sophomore, averaging 9.3 points, 4.6 rebounds a game. Carly Delk, a 5'9 senior, just under double figures at 9.7 points and 5 rebounds a game. And Eve Jackson, a 5'9 senior that averages 6.6 points a game for the Trojanettes. So there's the starting lineups, brought to you by SCRTC. And when we come back, we'll have the tip-off of tonight's game. The Trojanettes and the Lady Patriots in Game 1 of our District 15 doubleheader here in Scottsville, Kentucky tonight. And you're following the action here on 103.7 Nash Icon. Okie doke. Welcome back to Scottsville, Kentucky, Allen County, Scottsville High School. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer as we get set for the Trojanettes and the Lady Patriots here in game one of our district doubleheader tonight. The Trojanettes to our right, Allen County, Scottsville to our left. The Trojanettes will be in black uniforms tonight with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And the Allen County, Scottsville Lady Patriots will be in their home white with red numbers and letters and ACS across the front of their jerseys. So, big district game tonight, Robert, and Trojanettes trying to go 2-0 in district play.
It will be something that we need. We can't afford to drop one, especially with Glasgow being rated very similar to what we are. We can't get in that battle like we got into last year where we had to fight for that 1 seed. That's a place that we want to be this year, and it continues tonight. I think you were going over the schedule. I think there's only 4 other maybe girl-boy doubleheaders in the whole area. A lot of people got out of school maybe a couple days ago and have already started their Christmas tournaments. For us, that doesn't really start to next week, even though we're in a classic, both the boys and girls tomorrow playing Meade County.
Right. So it's unfortunate we can't do both games tomorrow, but, you know, that's just how it works out. The guys are at South Warren and the girls at Breckinridge County, so we decided to do the game at South Warren tomorrow, and then, of course, we'll do the tournament at Berea where the Trojanettes will have first-round play against Lexington Frederick Douglass on Thursday afternoon of next week, so the day after Christmas. And then the Trojans will go back and forth between Berea and South Laurel, depending on the schedule and time and distance and all that. I think there's like 45 minutes between Berea and South Laurel High School, so hopefully we can get as many games in as we can next week. All right, it's Raven Ennis in the jump circle for Barren County, and for Allen County, Scottsville, it's Chloe Cook. Trojanettes moving right to left in the first half. And Barry Vincent tosses it up, and we are ready to go. And Eve Jackson catches the ball and gives it to Katie Murphy. Murphy back over to Jackson, right side. Got a chaser on Bertram.
Yep, down to 1.
Yep, here's a 3 by Murphy. No, it's off the mark, and Chloe Cook with a rebound. Racing to the basket, and then curls out left. Stolen away from behind by Katie Murphy. And then the ball's going to go off of Allen County, Scottsville's Bullington on the inline. So the Trojanettes will get the basketball. Murphy tried a 3, just didn't have much arch on that one, but came off the left side of the rim.
See how we play it offensively, with Elizabeth being chased and the other 4 packing it in the lane in a diamond shape.
Right, Jackson with it on the right side, gives it back to Murphy, goes left side to Delk. Now cross-court pass to Jackson, lets it go for 3. It's off the mark. Ball hits the floor, taken by Cook for Allen County, Scottsville, gives to McReynolds, and McReynolds sends it down the left side. And it's Bullington with the basketball, back to McReynolds. She'll set it up. Right side it goes to Cook. Cook sent it out top now, and here's a 3 in the air. Good. Knocking the bottom out of it, Allison Metter, who has not played the last 2 seasons due to ACLs.
But she's led them in scoring every game they've played, so we've got to find her and eliminate her.
Right. And Allen County, Scottsville takes the early 3-0 lead. Here's a 3 no good for Ennis, and a rebound to Chloe Cook.
3 trips, 3 threes, none made.
Down the left side, McReynolds holds up and gives it back out, and they go into Metter. Metter dribbles it back out. Big girl out there, Allison Metter, standing at 5'9". McReynolds playing the point for Allen County, Scottsville. Angles off to the right side of the dribble. Guarded by Murphy. Murphy picks her pocket and takes it away. Here's Katie Murphy. Dishes it off to Raven Ennis. Puts it up high off the window and in.
Kind of got it knocked loose, but she grabbed it back and threw it right off the window.
For a People's Bank shot. McReynolds on the other end. Quickly, Carter back into McReynolds. And now goes left side with it to Metter. Fakes, drives against Delk, and Carly cuts her off. Gives it back out now to Bullington. Bullington to McReynolds out between the circles now. Right side it goes to Cook. Cook back out now to McReynolds. 5:57 to go here in the first quarter. Got a 3-2 ball game. ACS on top. Carter with it on the right side against Murphy. Dishes it off in there at the right elbow to Cook. Over goes to Bullington. 17-footer. Rim's no good. Crashing the board is Carly Delk. She gives it off to Elizabeth Bertram. Bertram sends it down to the corner to Jackson. Jackson trying to go baseline around Cook. They go underneath. There's a shot no good. And offensive rebound, then lost out of bounds. They'll give it back to Barren County underneath.
Raven crashed the glass hard, and I think she actually maybe intentionally threw it off Allen County. She got a great bill of health today, or a good report from the doctor, so good thing her knee's all right. We definitely need her.
Yes. Jackson with it. Feeds it off to Bertram. She's going to step back to shoot the three-pointer. Yeah.
Just because they're chasing her doesn't mean we cannot get her the basketball. Just run a normal offense and get Elizabeth shots.
Peoples Bank three-pointer, and Bullington dropped it on the baseline. She was trapped, and Barren County gets it right back. 5-3, Trojanettes on top.
Got to score to be able to pick up that press. Definitely need to be able to do it. I think Allen County's vulnerable in the full court.
And Katie Murphy will toss it in. Sends it out to Jackson. Jackson trying to work left side of the lane. Back to Murphy in the corner. Throws it cross court over to Ennis. Ennis, 15-footer right side. Bounces off the rim. Cook with a rebound for ACS. Lost the handle. Threw it away. Kind of slipped out of her hands. Trying to go to McReynolds with it.
You see how shaky they are. They don't really have what we'll call a true point guard. So they struggle handling the basketball, and that time we didn't even press them. They just unforced turnover, threw it out of bounds.
It's not the same team without Sarah Sutton and Mason Towery, who they've had the last 4 or 5 years. Delk in the corner, loops it back over to Murphy. Murphy wants to drive, dribble it off her foot, out of bounds.
Got just a little body contact from Cook, but it wasn't enough to cause the turnover.
Coca-Cola scoreboard has Louisville manual over Glasgow, 29-21 at halftime. That is a boys' game. Pass comes into McReynolds, being chased in the backcourt, covered up, gives it back off to Cook. Cook sends it down the court to Taylor, and it's picked up by Carly Delk. Here goes Ennis. Ennis racing to the bucket, puts it up. It's too strong. May have got fouled, I don't know. McReynolds was right there with her. Stolen away. Bertram's got it. Bertram right side in the paint, throws it up. It is no good. Bullington with the rebound for Allen County, Scottsville. And a traveling violation in the backcourt.
Elizabeth jumped up in front of her, and she tried to step around her without putting the ball on the floor.
And Coach Craig Dunn wants a timeout. This will be a 30 on the People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank, working for you. 4:31 to go here in the opening quarter. Barren County 5, Allen County, Scottsville 3.
Played 3.5 minutes, no fouls called either way. I think we've gotten bumped a couple of times, but maybe that's an indication of how the game's going to be called. Just play through it. And, with the officials out here, that kind of may be true. Not a whole lot of fouls do they usually call.
And our Barren County student section down to our right, all Christmassy.
What used to be called ugly Christmas sweaters is just now part of the normal attire. So it's hard to, you can't really ask somebody, is that your ugly Christmas sweater? Because they think that's actually a normal one.
Yeah, even they got sport coats now for guys that have all the Christmas trees on them. Here's Eve Jackson, wide open three. Swish!
Had him either way there. We had somebody open in the lane, and we had an open three.
And in the backcourt, Barren County trying to pressure the ball. Bullington gets rid of it off to Cook. Cook sends it down the floor to Taylor on the right side. She's in a trap, loses a handle, gets down on the floor, and a jump ball. Possession arrow goes back to Allen County, Scottsville. Pressure bothering the Lady Patriots just a bit. The Trojanettes have moved out to an 8-3 lead off a couple of People's Bank threes. Here's McReynolds driving against Murphy, trying to force things and loses it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say Murphy touched it. So ACS will keep it. Bullington will toss it in, left side of the bucket. Bullington having some trouble finding somebody to get open, and finally they go to Metter. They lob it to McReynolds. As a dangerous pass. It could have been picked off. Here's Bullington in the paint. Throws it off the right side to Carter. Out to Cook from 17. Drills it. Chloe Cook makes it an 8-5. Barren County lead. Bertram behind the back dribble. Cuts back left. In traffic. Flips up the shot. Hits the front of the rim. Ball tapped out to the corner by Bertram. And tried to save it in bounds. Barren County's going to get the ball. Say Cook was on the inline.
I don't know why she tried to save it. As you accurately said, Elizabeth was the one that tipped it out. If she just let it go, it would have been Allen County's ball, no question.
So Bertram will toss it in, down in the left corner. Sends it out to Murphy in the middle to Delk. Turns and fires it off in the corner to Ennis. Out to Jackson. Open. 3 again. Yes, sir.
Good ball movement against what we'll call a zone that they're playing.
2 People's Bank threes for Eve Jackson. Barren County 11, Allen County Scottsville 5. Quickly down the floor. Metter, left side 15. No. Jackson with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Pushing it down the floor on the right side. Holds up now. Gives it out to Murphy. Swings it left to Bertram for 3. Right it down.
Shooting the ball really well. It's been up and down for us, but when it goes, we look good.
4 threes for Barren County here in the first quarter. It's 14-5 with 2:55 to go. McReynolds with it out front. Left side over to Bullington. Now Bullington. Guarded by Jackson. Wants to drive. Cut off. They have walked with it there. Cook out top. Carter. McReynolds on the right wing. And Murphy trying to reach in. Tied up. And it'll be Barren County's ball. Good defensive pressure by Katie Murphy.
Our pressure is causing them a lot of problems in the half court. They can't find anything to get going offensively.
2:33 to go in the first quarter. Barren County 14, Allen County Scottsville 5. Katie Murphy with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Straight away over to Jackson. Jackson hands it back off to Murphy. Now gives to Ennis. Ennis gives it out to Jackson. Top of the key 3. Yes, sir!
Wow. What a start.
Are we on fire or what? 17-5 and 5 People's Bank threes. Bullington's in trouble in the backcourt. Gets rid of it to McReynolds. Slings it down up to Cook. Now Cook fires it off to Bullington. Almost lost that. She double dribbled.
Yes, she did.
And gives it back out now to McReynolds. Right side Taylor. High post Metter going to the bucket strong. Puts it up too strong against the window. And Ennis claims a rebound for Barren. Racing down the floor with it. Hooks it off underneath. Here's Jackson. Throws it up and in. Boy, it almost came out of there. That little 4-footer. Kind of hung up there on the rim. 11 points for Eve Jackson in this quarter. It's 19-5. McReynolds with the basketball for ACS. We're down to minute 35 to play in the opening quarter. Bullington on the right side. In the corner goes to Carter. Carter throws it out to Chloe Cook for a 3-point shot. No. Jackson with a rebound for Barren. Gets a little bump there from Bullington. Got rid of the basketball up court to Bertram. Bertram on the left side against Carter. Crossover, drives, throws it up off the window. It's good.
The whole left side of the floor was cleared out for Elizabeth. She couldn't want it any better than that.
Yeah, 21-5, Barren County, a minute to play in the first quarter. Bullington's in a trap, gets rid of the ball to McReynolds. Bounces to Cook, right siders. Carter firing away. It's no good. Bertram with a rebound for Barren. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Bertram in front court, lobs it down to Delk. Delk gets around a defender. Tripped up by Metter and no whistle.
That was a two-hand push by Metter is what it was.
And Carter walked with it. So Barren County will get the ball back as Emma Hughes will check into the Trojanet lineup. 5'5" junior for Elizabeth Bertram. And a couple of substitutions for Allen County Scottsville. Number 10, Haley Steenberg at a 5'4" junior. And number 14, Grace Tuttle, a 5'5" junior.
May go a whole quarter without a foul being called, especially after they let that one go.
Here's Jackson with it in the left corner to Hughes. Back out now to Jackson. Back over to Hughes. Deep left. Back to Jackson. Right side it goes to Murphy. In the corner to Ennis. And now Raven drives. It goes up and got a foul on Bullington.
They went a straight 2-3 there after we took Elizabeth out.
And it's going to send Raven Ennis to the free throw line, an 83.3% foul shooter on the season so far. First one good. It's her third point. And in for the Trojanettes, Liberty Rice, 5'5" junior, comes in for Katie Murphy. And number 23 for Allen County Scottsville, that's Jaylee Covington, a 5'10" freshman. Ennis hits both free throws. 23-5. 17 seconds to play in the opening quarter. In a trap and almost stolen away by Rice. And Ennis picks it up, goes up with the left hand. Too strong against the window.
She had all the time in the world, couldn't get a good angle.
And here's a long pass down the floor, tipped away by Jackson into the Barren County bench with 4 seconds to play. That'll be Allen County Scottsville basketball. And Macy Lockhart, a 5'9 freshman, averaging about 6 points a game, will come in for Coach Piper Lindsay to give Raven-Ennis a little break. So Carly Delk and Eve Jackson, the only 2 starters on the floor right now for Barren County. And in for Allen County Scottsville now, number 32, Jaylee Steenbergen, a 5'6", 8th grader. As the ball comes out with 2 seconds, 1, and not going to get a shot off, wasn't even looking at the clock or looking for a shot. That ends the first quarter, and a really good one for the Trojanettes. It's 23-5. Barren County leading Allen County Scottsville. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. You're following Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. First quarter, Barren County 23, Allen County Scottsville 5. Our first quarter is brought to you by South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. We're in the second period now, brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. And Allen County Scottsville with the basketball. McReynolds goes left side to Bullington, halfway to the corner. Cut off by Hughes, gives it out to Carter. She can't shoot. Right of the circles, McReynolds gives it back to Bullington, penetrates down to the lane, throws up the shot, and draws a foul. And I'm not sure who that one's on. 32, that's Eve Jackson. Her first, team's first. The officials tonight are Barry Vincent, Tony Franklin, and Tony Brown. The official sponsor, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality no matter the size of the project. The free throw by Bullington is missed, 58% from the line on the season. Second shot is in the air, and it rattles out. Rebound to Macy Lockhart for the Trojanettes. Here's Liberty Rice. Brings it in front court. Sends it over to Hughes, almost picked off by Bullington. Right side corner is Jackson. Jackson now sends it back out to Hughes, and straight away over to Rice, and back it goes over to Hughes. In the corner, Jackson pulls the trigger for 3. It's short. And a rebound to Bullington for Allen County Scottsville. Eve Jackson and Carly Delk, the only 2 starters on the floor right now for Coach Piper Lindsay. And Allen County Scottsville, all 5 starters back in the game now. Here's Taylor Carter on the baseline. The shot rattled out, and the rebound grabbed in there by Carly Delk. Sends it up to midcourt. It's Hughes. Diagonal pass to Lockhart. Back to Hughes. Puts it up and in.
Right idea there. Nice give and go as Emma was able to cut right to the hoop.
25-5. And a bad pass picked up. I believe that was Lockhart that came up with the ball. They try to feed it underneath to Delk, and it's tipped away out of bounds.
Try to make one too many passes in a small area that time.
And so Barren County will keep the ball, and it's going to be Liberty Rice to inbound. Right side of the bucket. Still looking. Throws it out to Hughes. 18-footer left side, won't go. And a rebound claimed by Taylor Carter for Allen County Scottsville. Bullington into the front court with it. Back over to Carter. In the middle, here's Metter. Leaves it with Chloe Cook, and in the corner goes to Bullington. Bullington to the right-hand side, goes baseline, and bounces across over to Carter. Out to Cook from 18. It is good.
Their offense, really, to be honest with you, just throw it around until they find an open shot. There's not a whole lot of movement or cutting. We're doing a good job keeping everything they've got to nothing.
Jackson with it in the left corner, gives it to Rice. Rice sends it over to Hughes. In the corner is Lockhart to the right-hand side. Dribbles it out halfway. Now throws it back out to Hughes. A high pass for Jackson, a little bit too high. Goes out of bounds. Couldn't pull it down. Now Elizabeth Bertram, Raven Ennis, Katie Murphy checking back into the Trojanet lineup at 5:55 to play in the first half.
It's a good break for our starters. Our bench played well in that stretch, not giving up the lead at all.
And Barren County trying to pressure the ball. Bullington gives it to McReynolds. Right side, Carter. And she walked with it, but no whistle. Rebound in there by Raven Ennis. Outlet pass to Bertram to the middle of the floor. Stops and pops. 18-footer, good.
Knew what she was doing with it the whole time. Just let the defender backpedal, and she took advantage of the space.
And 10 points now for Elizabeth Bertram. It's 27-7. 5:28 to play in the first half. A three-pointer from the left wing by Kaylee Bullington. That's their second three of the ball game. It's 27-10. Bertram for a three. Yes.
Answers it right back on the three from Allen County.
And that's three People's Bank threes for Elizabeth Bertram. 6 here in the first half for Barren County. And it is 30-10. Matter out of the left corner. Fires, misses. Rebound to Lockhart. Gives it to Murphy. Left side, Bertram stops, can't shoot. Trying to get the defender off. Feeds it down in there to Lockhart, going to the bucket, and she's fouled. Metter picks up the foul. That's her first, and Allen County Scottsville's second. Macy Lockhart, 5'9" freshman at the line, averaging almost 6 points a game. The free throw's good. Shooting at about 64% from the line on the season. 31-10. Second shot for Lockhart. Good again. 32-10. Largest of the lead for the game so far. So we're down at 4:45 to go in the first half. Cook with it on the right side. Sends it left to Bullington. Bullington dribbles to the top of the key. Now Carter with it on the right. Feeds it inside there. Metter in a crowd had it stripped loose by Murphy. We'll call it jump ball. Possession arrow to BC.
The 3 jump balls they've called tonight, if you add all the time where the ball was actually held jointly, it might have equaled a second.
Yeah.
Those are the quickest jump balls ever, but we'll still get the ball back and try to add to our 22-point lead.
Katie Murphy with the basketball. Left side it goes to Ennis. Ennis looking. Out top now is Rice. And now swings it back left to Lockhart. Back out to Murphy. Murphy now gives to Ennis. Back out to Murphy. She'll set it up again. Left side. Lockhart dribbles. Turns. Looks. Has to do something with it. Ooh, dangerous pass. Here's McReynolds. She's going to drive to the bucket. Waited for Rice to go by her, and she puts it in.
Yeah, the place you don't want to throw it is just give them a lead to their basket.
32-12. 3:46 to play in the first half. Rice with it on the right. Guarded closely by McReynolds. Gets away from her. Drives. Throws up a floater. Got it.
Nice runner by Liberty. Showing that she has the ability to score offensively after having double figures the other night.
34-12. McReynolds with it out front of the left side. Now dribbles right. Goes to Carter. Sends it down the corner to Bullington. And now we're going to get a foul.
Said Macy, I think, was holding, maybe pushing in the back of Cook.
That is the second team foul on Barren County here in the half. Taylor Harlow, 5'9" freshman, comes in for Macy Lockhart. And I believe Tuttle back in for Allen County Scottsville. Carter sends it out to Steenbergen, who's back in there as well for the Lady Patriots. McReynolds around the top of the key. Over the left side now to Tuttle. Tuttle. A pass deflected by Bertram, but in the back court, Steenbergen came up with it. She walked, but no whistle. Solo away with Murphy. Murphy drives. Layup no good, but a foul. Just jumped right in there and took it away.
All that was set up by Elizabeth's deflection, and then her hustle. Maybe she knew she couldn't get it, but she at least caused them to pick the ball up and knew she had help coming from behind.
Foul was on Haley Steenbergen, her first. That's Allen County Scottsville's third of the half. Katie Murphy, free throw, no good. Barren County was 4 for 4 at the line before that one. 34-12, Trojanettes. Second shot. Murphy got that one. First point for Katie Murphy, the 8th grader, 35-12. Barren County. 3 minutes to play in the first half. McReynolds with a basketball for ACS. Goes left side to Metter. Sends it out now to Tuttle. Over to Steenbergen to the right side. Steenbergen now going left, trying to reverse back right as Liberty Rice applies pressure. McReynolds on the right side. Dribbles it halfway to the corner. Needs some help. Trying to go down low. And going to be tied up in there. They tried to go to Cook with it, and Rice reached in to tie it up, but it'll go to the Lady Patriots on the alternating possession. Metter will toss it in. Comes out in the corner to Cook. Lobs it back down low. Metter forces up the shot. That was a tough shot right there.
Let her catch it a little too deep to be able to defend it.
And that's the second basket for Allison Metter. 5th point, 35-14. Left side it comes to Ennis. Ennis, one dribble out to Liberty Rice. They go left side with it to Harlow. Feeds it to Bertram, breaking down the left side of the lane. A whistle and a foul. Foul is on Haley Steenbergen, and that is her second, the team's 4th. Carly Delk will re-enter the Trojanet lineup for Liberty Rice. Back in for Allen County Scottsville is Bullington and Carter. Barren County's basketball, the left baseline. Elizabeth Bertram to toss it in. Comes in the corner to Carly Delk. She'll send it out around the perimeter. It's Ennis back to Murphy. Back over to Ennis straight away, right side. Cuts back left, goes in the lane. Here's a runner. It's going to come off the rim. Cook with a rebound. For Allen County Scottsville. Gets with the basketball to Bullington. Bullington racing down the floor. Lost the handle. Actually walked with it, I thought, but gets the basket anyway.
Nobody picked her up. Regardless if she walked or not, we've got to stop the ball.
Yep, 35-16. Left side of the lane is Harlow. Ooh, dangerous pass, but Ennis there to grab it as it was tipped by Bullington. In the corner, Delk back to Ennis. Sends it back out front to Murphy. Murphy feeds to Bertram. In the left corner, being forced out, has to go back left. Goes underneath, throws up the shot. It's no good.
Got to use the glass. Good screen there by Harlow to give her the lane.
There's Cook with it, out to Bullington. Baseline, Tuttle fires, misses. Crashing aboard is Carter. Double teamed in there and called for steps. Eve Jackson back in for Coach Piper Lindsay. Taylor Harlow got a few quality minutes there. Down to 1:10 to play here in the first half. It's 35-16. Murphy going to the basket, left of the lane, kicks it back around the perimeter. Here's Eve Jackson, long range right. Back to Ennis out front. Hands it off to Bertram. Now Bertram dribbling right, leaves it with Eve Jackson, and now leaves it with Murphy. Murphy hooks it down underneath to Delk, and has a shot blocked in there by Metter.
Got to clear the man, clear the shoulders all the way through and put her on your back, and you score it.
Tuttle gives it to Cook, right side Bullington. Now Bullington back out now to Cook. Tuttle with it top of the circle. Back right side, Bullington. Bullington trying to head into the lane. Pass deflected by Bertram, but taken by Carter. And now left of the lane, Metter forcing up the shot, banks it in. 7 points for Metter, and it's 35-18. Jackson feeds it down to Delk, trying to throw up a hook shot. No, came up short. And Tuttle with it, almost threw it away. Bullington chased it down. Down to 6 seconds. Spin move by Bullington, and she walked with 3.8 to play. So really it's been an even second quarter when it all comes down to it. Barren County led 23-5 at the end of the first quarter. Their largest lead was 23. Now it's down to 17. And Murphy going to have to hurry get a shot off. Jackson got it. It will count. Barely left her hand in time, but still gets the bucket, and she's had a big first half for Barren County. The Trojanettes 37, Allen County Scottsville 18. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill when we return here to Scottsville. This is Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.